Haman's wife said, "Let a gallows be made 50 cubits high, and speak to the king about hanging Mordecai on it." This pleased Haman, so he built the gallows. On that night the king couldn't sleep. He commanded the book of records of the Chronicles, and they were read to the king. It was written that Mordecai had prevented the assassination of the king. The king said, "What honor and dignity has been given to Mordecai for this?" Then the king's servant said, "Nothing has been done." Now Haman came to speak to the king about hanging Mordecai on the gallows he had made. The king said to Haman, "What should be done to the man whom the king delights to honor?" Haman said in his heart, "Who would the king delight to honor more than myself?" Haman said to the king, "Let royal clothing be brought which the king has worn, and a horse that the king rides on, and set a royal crown on his head. Have him ride on horseback through the city square, and let it be said to all, this is how the king treats a man he delights to honor." The king said to Haman, "Hurry, do this for Mordecai the Jew. Let nothing fail of all you said." Haman took the clothing and the horse and arrayed Mordecai, and had him ride through the city square, and proclaimed before him, "This is how the king treats a man he delights to honor." His plot foiled, Haman hurried to his house mourning. The king and Haman came to banquet with Esther the queen. The king said again to Esther on the second day at the banquet of wine, "What is your petition, Queen Esther? It shall be granted you, even to the half of the kingdom." Esther the queen answered, "If I have found favor in your sight, O king, and if it pleases the king, let my life be given me at my petition, and my people at my request. For we are sold, I and my people, to be destroyed, to be slain, and to perish." Then the king said to Esther the queen, "Who is he? And where is he who dared presume in his heart to do this?" Esther said, "An adversary and an enemy, even this wicked Haman." Haman was afraid. The king in rage went into the palace garden. Haman begged for his life to Esther the queen. The king returned out of the garden, and Haman had fallen on the couch where Esther was. The king said, "Will he even assault the queen in front of me in the house?" Then a eunuch said, "Behold, the gallows which Haman made for Mordecai is standing at Haman's house." The king said, "Hang him on it." So they hanged Haman on the gallows that he had prepared for Mordecai.